Unfortunately, I know a few people, who've taken their own life through suicide. The first one was a friend of mine. He was actually my drill sergeant back in the Army, back in Fort McClellan, Alabama. His name was Timothy Stevens. And he's a tough drill sergeant, very tough drill sergeant, very neat, very disciplined, very soldier-like. You would never think that he would be the one to end his life. But after basic training, we kept in contact for a while until my letter stopped, and then I got a notification from somebody who was at the same duty station with him that Sergeant Stephen had taken his life. And it was like devastating to hear that somebody that I looked up to at that time as a drill sergeant, as a mentor, could go the route of taking his own life through suicide. It made me think about a lot of things, like how could somebody so strong-willed and so strong-minded do something which I perceived at the time to be a weak act. And more recently, I had a friend named D. D was a cool guy. D was a good guy. He was very quiet, very friendly, always smiled. He was so polite to everybody. He was real cool. Joked around a lot. Loved music, loved video games, and he loved women. And he loved one woman in particular so much that it was hard for him to win her over or receive the kind of love that he gave her. So got to a point where D took his own life, and there's a lot of things I understand about D taking his life behind this particular person, because he had not been in a serious relationship with her. He was sexually active with her and vying for her attention, but she had so many suitors that he was just one of many guys that she had. He would do a lot of things like try to impress her and, do a lot of things to try to impress her. We always thought that it was like, D, stop trying so hard to get that girl, but we heard that he took his life and that was the cause of it. Hang yourself. And it was crazy because she went on with her life. She went on with her life, and it was just like he did all of these things to try to impress or make a statement toward her, impress on her that, I don't know, it's just like you can't explain it sometimes. It's inexplicable why he would do it, but he did it in a manner where he did it in his mother's house so he could make sure that somebody found his body and people would know that he did this instead of doing it at his own house. So that was kind of odd too. But yeah, D was a good guy. Yeah, I had a friend who committed suicide.